Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, Mystery Reading 757. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, and for now I'm just trying to focus on reaching the milestone of 200 subscribers. So if you do decide to help me out with that, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is, if you are interested in my psychic and spiritual services, I'm currently offering live chat sessions, written digital readings, and a program called the myHCS program for those of you who might struggle to afford psychic and spiritual services in general. So if you are interested in any of that, check the description box down below for far more details. And just a little reminder that the deadline to submit request forms and applications is May 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this reading feels particularly interested and particularly very guided because in the reading that I just recorded, I noticed that I was, for some reason, this reading 757 was pointing out to me. So maybe if you feel called to, watch the other one before this first, before watching this one. But I remembered that 700, not only did 757 feel significant for me in that moment, but in the past 747 and 737 felt significant as well. There could be something significant here about Boeing or just aircraft in general. Maybe there's something, little interesting going on in the sky lately. Some things going on. Oh, that's for sure. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, and I noticed in the 737, 747, 757, the 3, 4, 5 is in the middle of those numbers, and they're all surrounded by sevens. 7 for me is about wisdom and learning, and 3, 4, 5 is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. And when I got done recording the video that I recorded before, because I'm recording them back to back today, the clock said 5:43 p.m. 5:43. It is literally a reflection of the number 345. It still has the same meaning, to trust that everything happens for a reason, but there is something here about mirroring, or really understanding how truly connected everyone and everything is. You might feel drawn to patterns. Maybe you're able to recognize patterns easily. But the number 5 in 757 is about change and transformation. There's definitely some changes. I mean, changes, it's the only constant in life, let's be real. But there's specific changes here that feel very important, or there's some very important lessons to come from those changes. Very, very, very insightful lessons, I want to say. And, of course, this is feeling extremely, extremely guided. I feel like I'm connecting with someone who might already be spiritually in tune. If not, and this still resonates, you might be more in tune than you may, consciously realize. But adding up these numbers, 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. There's 2 messages here. Ooh, and it's so crazy. Because the number 10 is a sign that your spirit guides are near. There are some spiritual beings present with somebody, or someone's working with some spiritual beings, whether they know it or not. They're being guided whether they know it or not. There could definitely be someone here who just doesn't know, but you feel the pull. You feel it. So maybe you do know. And this is just your confirmation. Only take what resonates, of course. But I thought this was crazy because the number 10, it was in yesterday's, well, the reading that I recorded before, but yesterday for you as you're watching this. So if you feel called to, like I said, watch that one too. Watch them in whatever order you feel called to. But since I recorded that one first, maybe watch that one first. But if you feel called to watch this one first, please watch this one first. But the other message in the number 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. That's a sign to trust yourself. Not only should you trust that everything happens for a reason, you need to trust yourself in feeling that. You need to trust the pull, the tug, the spiritual nudges that you feel. This feels like a very important message for somebody. I am going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Prismavisions Tarot. I'm going to use this to take a deeper look into your situation and see maybe what guidance or advice or support there is from you, especially from your spirit guides, because they feel like they are extremely present, not only in the way that this reading is being conducted and the way that everything is coming out, but like actually with you in your physical reality. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. This is reminding me of the number 747 because of the number 4. It also reminds me of 754, but if that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. This is someone who is looking outside of themselves for the answers, or they're not looking for their answers at all and instead distracting themselves from the chaos that's going on within. There is chaos for a reason. This definitely feels like guidance from your spirit guides who are currently present with you, almost urging you to reflect, to allow yourself to look inward and heal where you need to. There's some truths that the universe wants you to be aware of, and I really, really don't want you to underestimate the importance of these truths, of reflecting, looking inward, and trusting yourself. And of course, always don't, trust yourself so much that you're not listening to critiques or outside opinions. Of course, let your mind and your perspectives be challenged, your beliefs. But when I say trust yourself, you should know whether or not that message is for you. If you don't trust yourself, look deeper at that. Do you not trust yourself because you're a little more confused and lost than you're willing to admit? Or do you not trust yourself because you doubt yourself? Or is it both? Why do you resist the guidance, the pull, the wisdom, the changes? Where's the resistance coming from? Maybe that's the important truth that you need to know. I mean, it feels like there's many of them, but just to point one of them out. What is the true reason why you are resisting the universe and your spirit guides, and also your own intuition and your inner voice? There could definitely be some fear here at play that you need to take a deeper look at, see where it comes from and what to do with it. And also remember, overcoming your fears. I mean, this feels like the general message, to overcome whatever fear is standing in the way of you looking deeper. But it's not just about, overcoming your fears is not just about getting rid of them. Sometimes it's about accepting that it's there and having the courage to move forward anyway.